Hey everyone, it's CurlyHairedHero, and welcome back to Mega Man 04. So, quick recap. Last time, we saw Area 0 get attacked by the Neo Arcadia army. We managed to take them down, but unfortunately Kraft came in and kidnapped Nige, so we had to go in to the heart of Neo Arcadia, or something like that, and rescue her, which was quite a bit of a pain, but we managed to do that. And then now we're back taking on the remaining members of Team Ragnarok. But in between that, I went and I took on Mino Magnus' stage a bunch of times and got a bunch of good chips and stuff. Because there's basically 3 main stages in this game that allow you to get a lot of really good chips that you can use for a lot of good parts. Those being Mino Magnus, who we took on, the Ox guy, which we took on before Area 0 was attacked, Soul Titania, the female mantis flying thing that we're actually going to take on this episode, and the horse guy thing, the Pegasus looking one. Those 3 have a lot of good parts in their stages, so we're gonna, or at least I'm gonna be playing those stages over and over again in between levels in order to get a bunch of the good parts. For example, if we go here and look at the item recipes, you can see that I've actually completed a whole bunch of these just because of the sheer fact that I managed to have those, I managed to have that level completed, so I was able to go back and get a bunch of these parts, which basically all of these levels, all of these recipes use parts from Mino Magnus' stage. For example, I managed to get a double jump chip for my feet, which is why you see me jumping about a lot. And then, for example, this rolling chip here. This is a chip, or the body part, that I could only get if I had the Maloid, which is a part that you can only get from the Area 0 attack. Which is unfortunately invisible. So there's an enemy there that has a little hammer that you can only get, or you can only encounter in that level. So you gotta basically grind up against him and make sure you get enough chips before you beat that level. Otherwise, you'll never be able to get this part, or I think one other part in the game that you need the Maloid part for. The rolling body chip doesn't really do anything too crazy. It just lets me do the jumping rolling attack, which is, can't really do it in here because I keep grabbing onto the thing, but this attack, this really cool attack from Mega Man 01, which was really nice and powerful, which ever since then they've locked it away in really weird ways. But yeah, let's go ahead and actually just progress on forward today, and we're going to take on Soul Titania, which is going to be the next Robot Master, I guess, or member of Team Ragnarok here. That's going to give us a good stage to get a lot of parts. Next up is going to be Pegasolata Eclair, who also has a lot of good stuff. But let's go ahead and take on Soul Titania. Or Soul Titanian. Yep, start the mission. I'm reading an abnormal spike in the heat signature at point A2. It seems as if a while has taken over an artificial sun. Originally designed for weather control, it has modified it to overheat. The extreme heat has dried out the area, making it a desert. The desertification is spreading towards Area 0, so stop the sun before it is too late. This mission? The temperature is rising rapidly at your location. Even you won't be able to last long in the heat. Once your armor reaches 100% capacity, you will start taking damage. Hide in the shade as soon as possible to stay cool. There are several energy generators. If you destroy them, you should be able to lower the temperature. So this mission is a little pain in the actual ass, because of 2 reasons. These things that look like it's just fucking dirt or cloud or whatever is actually just really hot weather. So if you step on that, the heat index there that's at the middle of the screen goes up, and once it reaches 100, you start taking a bunch of damage, which is really annoying. But you can go through and find these areas here where you can use to actually reduce the heat, which is nice, so your heat index goes down a little bit slower, I guess. It's no way to actually remove it completely, unless you actually go ahead and play this level without the sun, because you can change the weather in this game to make things harder, but if you play on the somewhat harder difficulty, I should say, it's the only way to get the EX skill for the boss that you're facing. So unfortunately, since I'm trying to get EX skills, because EX skills are cool, and they're also the only way that you can actually... Ooh, nice. I got a chip for this thing. It's actually something that I've been looking for. Did not know that thing was a Poplon. Oh, damn it. There's the damage. What was I saying? Yeah, if you don't get the EX skills, you actually won't be able to use any of the chips for enemies, which is really annoying. Or rather, the weaknesses for enemies, which is really annoying. Spoiler alert, I'm actually not going to be able to use the weakness for the boss on this level, so I'm going to have to go in Raw Dog and do it, you know, the normal way with my saber and my other weapons, just because it's really hard to actually use the weakness of this boss. Or maybe it's not, actually, now that I think about it, I think she's not weak to ice. I think she's actually weak to electricity. I think that's how it works. So I might actually be able to use the Mino Magnus thing. Maybe it might even make the fight a little bit easier. She's actually really not hard at all. I've gone back to, well, I shouldn't say I've gone back, but I've gone and I've, you know, played the level ever since, you know, I messed up against, not Mino Magnus, but whoever I faced before Mino Magnus. That was extremely annoying. And that, you know, that episode was, in my opinion, really bad, just because, like, I took so much damage and I was just getting my asshole reamed. Oh, this is the worst. I'll get back to talking about my asshole reamed after this, because this part really reams my asshole, because I really don't know an effective way to go through this boss. All I know is that the first part I have to do is use... Okay, so I got somewhat lucky in the first part here. This glass cannon thing here I really need. It's a really good chip that I need for stuff. But I don't know how to get to this boss without just getting hurt a bunch of times. And I'm probably not going to be able to beat it now, because I actually need my sub-tank for the second stage of this boss, where he just straight up attacks you. I think there is a way that I can do it where I leave these things alive, so he doesn't do his second phase, because his second phase is actually extremely annoying, and I don't know how to dodge his attacks. This attack I can dodge, and if there's only one of these things that shoots bullets, it's not too bad. But once I destroy all of those little floating thingies, like this, he starts doing this attack, and I really have no idea how to dodge that, other than just, you know, straight up just taking the damage. And then healing up with my sub-tank. But since I got hit a lot in the beginning, I don't know if I'm going to be able to actually do this. I don't think I have enough health to actually do it. Oh, got lucky. Whew. I really don't know. I guess you can just sort of try and time the jump to jump over him. But it's really not that easy. Quite honestly. Okay, we got a little bit of health there, which is nice. I don't know if I'll be able to get through this pretty easily, because this part is actually extremely annoying. We got these guys. Like, the only problem with these guys is that they take more than one hit to... Oh, God. Yep. One hit to die, which makes it really annoying. And I'm actually just gonna go through this level anyways. Usually I play from the beginning of the level once I die, just to try and get at least a decent enough rank. Just because, you know, like I've said before, old habits die hard. I actually don't give a shit anymore. As you can see, my rank has been at C for a very long time. Those are the generators that you're supposed to be destroying. You can see now I take a little less damage when I'm in here. Once you get to like the last one, you really don't take a lot of damage, which is nice. But you're still going to end up taking damage, which really kind of sucks. Really annoying. But, you know, it over time it builds up and it's nice. And I think it kind of like... What is that? Oh, Sand Builder. Okay. I was wondering what enemy that was. I haven't been able to get the chip for it. But yeah, eventually over time, you know, it also sort of... how do I say this? It sort of dimpers out, so I think even in general it just does less damage. It does less damage, but also I think it stops doing damage when it starts flickering out a little bit, maybe, or maybe I might be wrong about that. But in any case, now that I've gotten rid of... switched back to this. It's the only annoying part about using the Z-Knuckle against these things, is I don't really want to use their weapon. I just want to go ahead and, you know, use the fact that I can kill these things really easily, because otherwise you can't really kill them. But oh, we're already at the boss here. So I can go ahead and actually try and see if I can use Mino Magnus's attack. Actually, his attack is pretty good. So I can kind of just have the weapon out and it'll hurt her. Yeah!
You must be quite fired up to come this far. But you're not fired up enough for me. I want to see you sweat. I want to see tears. Show me everything you've got. I love making guys like you into charcoal. Now it's time to get burned.
But yeah, like I was trying to say about getting my asshole reamed. I got my asshole reamed by someone. I don't remember who it was, which isn't very good for me to say out loud like that. But, wow, I missed. Alright. This attack isn't too bad. Did not know this takes... Alright, this is just taking too long. I'm just gonna go this normal way because this is a lot easier. Oh, and there's another one. Okay. Yeah, she doesn't really have too many fearsome attacks. She has this, which is kind of whatever. And this one is coming back, but you can generally just hit her and then she plops down these things, which don't really do a lot. Quite honestly, the only thing that's really annoying is maybe this one's a little bit harder to dodge than the first one, but that's about it. It's this flamethrower attack, which you just gotta kind of time her right and dash under while she's, like, I guess, taking a breath in or something like that, however you want to call it. Whoops, didn't mean to get hit so many times there. Go ahead and use our sub-tank real quick. Taking a hell of a lot of damage. So if I really wanted to get a good rank, I would not have been able to. I'll tell you that much. But yeah, I got my butt quenched by one of those bosses prior to Mino Magnus, and it really sucked. And then ever since then, I've been playing the levels beforehand and practicing, which has worked out a lot better.
What? Why can't I move? How could I lose to you? Unbelievable! No, impossible! Ah!
She was a really easy boss, considering how difficult her level was. It was really easy. I mean, look at all that damage I took. Oof, wounded edge is right. But we got the EX skill Burning Shot. And we also got the max level of our elf increase, which is, I guess, okay. We really need some good... I'm getting all these EX skills, but I can't use them against the bosses because they're all weird positioned and shit. And all this EX skills suck. Welcome back, Zero. How are you holding up? Even for you, that level of heat is dangerous. I was so worried. I'm glad you're safe. But, yeah. Now I gotta go back and play that level a bunch of times and get a bunch of... Well, actually, did I get any of the good parts? I know some of the good parts are like the RBC cannon, and I got, what was it, like Pongo or Poplan or something like that? That's pretty good. But, in any case, stay fresh.